set it off with Secretion now. Hi, fellas.
What's going on?
How you doing? Everybody's doing fine today?
Yeah, doing great.
Okay, so let's introduce yourself to the public.
I'm Sean. I'm the guitar player and vocals.
My name is Dave. I play drums and do all the business fun stuff.
I'm Jim Quigley. I'm a guitarist and lead.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about Secretion.
Well, we're like a Christian death metal band. I say death metal because it's the class of music that we play. I'd like to consider it more like light metal music. There's a few bands that also play the same style that we play. Basically, we're a couple of guys who started a band when we were really young, and we weren't Christian back then. We were just regular death metal, and but we all found God in some way, shape, or form through a miracle, and we just pretty much changed our style of music. We kept the music and we changed the lyrics to Christian, and here we are, doing it ever since.
Okay, so for some of my people in the viewing audience that may not actually understand what Christian death is, could you make a comparison to maybe some bands that's already out there that may be doing the same type of music with the same type feel?
There's a band that we know of that we had just recently found out about. They're called Feast Eternal. They're in Traverse City. They're also, yeah, they're pretty known. They've been around for like 7 years.
Okay.
Crimson Thorn's another one. Pretty much all I can think of right now. There's quite a few though. They're just, it's all underground. So.
As far as the style of music goes, I don't know if anybody's ever seen Ace Ventura. The band that was in there is called Cannibal Corpse, and they're a death metal band. And it's that kind of style of music where the vocals are really growly. And if you don't listen to it a lot, then usually you can't understand it. You're like, what did he say? And we were that kind of band for a long time, and we changed our lyrics, just like most of the other bands. Some bands actually just like that style of music, and they became, a Christian band like that.
Okay. So what sets your band from so many other Christian metal bands that gives you a little bit more of an edge than maybe others?
Pretty much says it all. We're a lot of death metal bands commonly focus on speed and a lot of power chord changes and everything. We're basically focused on, we like to consider ourselves music with a groove. So it's really heavy, but we like to keep a good groove, steady groove, not too fast and not too slow.
Not too many changes going on to confuse people.
The changes are not sporadic like normal.
Okay.
They flow. We try to flow.
Okay.
We make it easy to thrash too, because we're still kind of kids. We like to bang our heads a little bit.
Okay.
Headbangers at heart.
Well, that's always fun, right?
Right. Because we don't want it to be so fast. You're just like, you can really get the groove and understand the music. Like if it's the first time you've ever heard it, by the end of the song, you know it. And then you go home, it's in your head because it was not over repetitive, but enough that you can get the groove, and it'll stick with you.
Okay, well, we're going to be right back with Secretion, and we're going to talk more with them, and later on in the show, they're going to perform live for us. But right now, we're going to kick it to my man in the street to see what's going on and see what the people have to say about whatever he's asking about, okay? So we're going to go to Red Dog in the street. Secretion. My next question to you guys is, how long have you been a band?
About 8 or 9 years we've been a band. It's amazing what little we've gotten accomplished in that time, but it's amazing how far we've come. We've been a band in high school. We were doing really good. It was just me and him for most of that time. We had a bass player for about 8 months, and we kept fighting and being stupid and breaking up. And we had a record contract, and the guy called me up, and I said, well, we broke up, and I don't care. I just hung up on the guy. Because we were kids. We were kids, and we just, but I've had told him I'd rather play in a band. Be a lot more fun. So our band is our life, pretty much, and Jesus is our life. And when Jesus is in your heart, and your heart's in the music, it comes out. That's basically what we're about.
Okay. Okay. Well, so what clubs do you play in? Clubs? Do you get gigs? How does the rest of the world know about, or the rest of Detroit know about Secretion?
We just basically revamped all of our songs. Like made Christian lyrics for them all. And we've played a few places. We played Paychecks. We played in Bay City.
Churches, we played, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, we played
style
at
of
church.
music.
We're basically not really broken into the scene again yet. We kind of we're getting everything situated. Jim's our new addition, so we're trying to
Played one show with these guys.
trying to show them all the songs.
Okay, so coming into an already established group, how is it being a newcomer? Coming into already established group
Well,
and everything.
I've been around with these guys as long as they were a band, pretty much. I recorded their first tape, and it's pretty easy because I know the music.
Okay.
He's always been a good friend and around and with us.
He also does our artwork.
So the connection was pretty much already there. It was just a matter of doing it.
Right.
Okay. So you guys vibe real good off of each other.
Well, we base the band on, of course, Christ's love, and so we try to portray that to each other. We try to be more like a family, more so than just a band.
Okay.
So it's like we usually, every practice before we jam and everything, we sit down and we usually pray before our practices.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
we also,
band meeting every time that we jam. We every week we find a scripture, each of us, and we share it with each other to try and show what's on each other's minds, to really get close and really understand each other.
That is amazing, though. That's amazing to me, to just, because when you think of metal, you're thinking of just breaking up guitars,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, slam dancing. But to actually see that there's a Christian side to it, it's amazing to me because I've never known it. So
Yeah.
that's great.
We didn't even know that Christian bands were out there as far as heavy ones.
Mm-hmm.
Sean heard from God to do it, and I was like, okay. So we just started doing it. We didn't know there was other people out there, but the support out there with the other Christian bands is pretty good.
So do all of you guys write? Do each of you pretty much write your songs, or is it just one person that's pretty much doing the writing?
Well, they've been doing writing up until this point, and we're just getting ready to start writing collectively.
Okay.
he does all the leads.
We all write lyrics, though.
Okay. So what are you looking for from a record company today? I mean, back then you probably would have blotched a record deal if you were young and still into the crazy life. But now that you're more grounded, you're more settled, you know what I'm saying, you pretty much have your mind focused now. So what are you hoping to get? Like just a production deal, just a record company to say, hey, we'll give you, you have to do these many songs and we're going to give you this form, or you know what I'm saying,
If
where are
we
you
could
hoping?
jam every single day and do shows, because at our shows, we want to meet people. We want them to know basically what we found out. We want to share this life that we have that's just so fulfilling. And if we could do shows all the time and not have to work in a machine shop, then that would be fine, as long as we don't have to compromise the lyrics. I mean,
Okay. So you're not willing to downplay your belief
Oh, no,
for a
no.
contract. That's,
Pretty
that's
much.
very important. A lot of people sell out their personal belief just to get a record deal. But
we can't do that.
We're pretty much focused on, it's more of a ministry to us
Okay.
than it is the getting signed thing.
Okay.
I would love to do it for a living. I mean, I believe we've all been given the gift of music, and it's our calling. And I think God saved our lives for a reason. And basically, if we don't ever get signed, we'll do it forever.
Even if it's on the weekends.
Even if